everybody. I want to make a short video and talk to you about what we're going to do basically this fall here in physics. Our first units of study will involve an investigation into the physics of motion. And so that's what mechanics is. So mechanics is the study of the motion of objects. And we're going to focus on the language and the principles, the laws that describe and explain the motion of objects. And your efforts should center on internalizing the meaning of that information. I want to give you a couple of hints as we start this fall. I want you to try to avoid memorizing information that I give you. And I want you to avoid abstracting the information to such a point that we lose sight of what we're doing. In our very first activities we had in class, we were playing with bowling balls. And all through the semester, as we study motion, yes, we're going to use a lot of math, we're going to use a lot of formulas, but I don't want you to forget that what we're trying to do is understand how things move. So as we work on things, let's remember that we're really trying to understand the world around us. So I want you to reflect on the information that we learn in class, the vocabulary and the math, and I want you to think about its meaning and its applications for the world as you leave my classroom and go into the world outside of my classroom. So to begin with, let's talk about kinematics. Kinematics is this science of describing the motion of objects using words, diagrams, numbers, graphs, and equations. So kinematics is a branch of mechanics, and the goal of any study of kinematics is to develop mental models that serve to describe and ultimately explain the motion of real-world objects. So in the videos that follow, we're going to talk about the words that we use to describe the motion of objects. And that is, we're going to focus on the language of kinematics, and that's important. We're going to talk about how we describe the motion. So I want you to get a comfortable foundation with this language because we're going to use it throughout the semester. In the weeks to come, we're going to study things like scalars and vectors, distance, displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration, and a whole lot of other fun things. And these words are used with regularity to describe how objects move. So we should become very familiar with their meaning. And so that's the overview, and I'll get with you in the next videos and we'll get started on learning this language.